Welcome everyone to HBT 2008. It's the start of another journey as we head from Oregon to Minnesota, where we land in Minneapolis, then drive the 8 hours to Chicago to go see the Cubs take on the Milwaukee Brewers. We will then more than likely stay the night in Chicago, drive back, and try and catch a game at 7 o'clock back in Minneapolis, see the Minnesota Wild take on our Calgary Flames. Hopefully this year, the teams actually win that we're rooting for, but nonetheless, should be a good trip as it's HBT 2008. Please join us for our video diary of all the events that happened in this year's trip.
Here we are at the airport, getting ready to leave on HBT 2008.
There's Ryan, sifting through his bag.
My purse.
His purse. And here's me, drinking my double chocolatey chip.
Okay.
Frappuccino. We may have a theme for this year's trip already. But we'll wait and see.
The double chip chocolate chip?
No, a different thing, Ryan.
Okay.
But we'll wait and see. Until later, I'm Joey Keyran. That's Ryan Goff for HBT 2008.
Alright, well, welcome to installment number 2 as we've landed into the Denver International Airport based on Frontier Airlines. We're currently enjoying a brew and watching the St. Louis, Colorado game, hoping that the good old Cubbies can maintain what is not a lead, but hopefully what they win tomorrow would be a lead over St. Louis, who we do not like. And being in Denver right now, we might as well root for the Colorado Rockies. Joey's enjoying a Quiznos sub, and
Very yummy.
and we got everything going pretty well. They're doing a good job of keeping us happy here at the Blue Sky Bar. So we're about to hop on a plane in about 20 more minutes, and when we do, we will be in Minnesota before we take the 8-hour trek down to Chicago for tomorrow's Brewers and Cubs game.
Welcome everyone to the Minneapolis, Minnesota airport. We're now renting our car because we've just arrived here, and the second stage of our trip, we've gotten through 2 airline flights, and now it's time for the 8-hour drive to Chicago. The greatest thing, though, is that Ryan Goff is a gold member. Yes, that's correct. The car was here waiting for us, as Ryan Goff there is a gold member, and, you know, that just... Whoa, there's Ryan Goff. We're going to go see the Cubbies next, well, that's the next stage in the plan. So first we have to go through an 8-hour drive, and that should be interesting. But it will bring us back to good times of the HBT, like the trip to Vancouver or the trip to San Jose. Both good driving adventures, and we expect more good ones here, as we'll be driving in the dark. I did see snow on the ground when we arrived. But it should be good times to be had. So, video diary entry number 3 from the HBT 2008, and we'll be checking in later.
Lost damage waiver.
Alright, so first complaint of the trip. There's water in my armrest. This is after I just shot the video getting to the car, how cool it was to have Ryan Goff's name and the car waiting for us. But, first complaint of the trip. There's water in my armrest.
Wah, wah.
And then...
Wah, wah. But we have an auxiliary input.
We have an auxiliary input.
We don't have a cord.
No cord. Now, this brings me to my first topic to discuss about the trip so far. What about that girl sitting next to me on that flight from Denver to Minnesota? What do you think she was working on there?
Department of Corrections, Colorado. I'm either thinking she's a parole officer or she is sending off something to her parole officer, but she had a to-do list and was crossing off names. I'm thinking she was a PO.
Yeah, I was kind of weirded out by that, but it also seemed like she might be afraid to fly. So
that didn't help. Yeah.
I just didn't know what to think about her. She seemed very scared of pretty much everything around her, which as a parole officer you would think would be kind of an interesting thing. But just the first topic of discussion of many to come. In this trip of HBT 2008.
We'll explain later.
We will pretty much be talking to you later. Peace. So we're currently in the middle of Wisconsin somewhere. Just went past Madison. It's butt cold outside, and I'm pumping my own gas. So for all you Oregonians back at home that might end up seeing this, I'm pumping my own gas. This is a bit cheaper than Boston. It's only $3.35 here, so getting lucky there, but nonetheless I'm freezing my tail off and pumping my own gas. We've been driving for about 5 hours now in the middle of the night. It's just before 5 o'clock local time. So it's about 3 o'clock back home, but nonetheless rather late. Ryan's passed out in the passenger seat for probably about the last hour and a half. I was getting close, but decided to do some bicep curls to keep myself awake. So we've only got about 2 hours left to go to get to Chicago, and it looks like our gas is done. So we will check in with you as the trip continues. This is the HBT trip to